Hey girl. Hey, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another live stream early for a lot of y'all and stuff like that. But I felt the need that we needed to talk about this. Hey Sage. Hey girl. Yeah, I felt the need that we had to talk this early rising. Definitely want to see the fam is up. Hey girl. Come on girl, get your booty out my face. Yeah, all right, good to see some of y'all already up. Already up. Yeah, man. Oh man, I got to tell you, man, I had a blast yesterday, man. Really had a blast, man, putting out so many videos and so much content yesterday, man. I paid lucky one. Good to see y'all. Yeah, man, I put out a lot of content yesterday, man. I was busy putting in a lot of work yesterday, man. I got my day early started, yo. I got my day started early, and I put out a lot of content. There she go. Sage. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that y'all were there to like tune into the videos and stuff like that, because a lot of stuff that I put out is pretty much pertaining to like what's going on about what's happening on our planet. Let me get my coffee. Hey girl. Yeah, a lot of things happening on our planet. Many things are taking place right about now. And I got to say, like, we are really in this shift right now. Yeah, yeah, you feel me? Lucky one. Yeah, it was like back to back to back to back. I put out, man, I actually broke a record yesterday, Lucky One. I actually put out 17 videos yesterday. One time I put out 15. I damn near was on the verge of putting up 20, but I was like, yeah, man, I'm tired. Time to tap out. Yeah, man, I put in a lot of videos yesterday, man. Like I said, I still got more I'm going to be doing today. It might not be no 17, but it's definitely going to be, you know what I mean? It probably like a little less, but I definitely plan on putting out more and more content, because peace to my sister, Red Autumn Butterfly. She been giving me videos about the natural disasters, about what's happening, what's going on. We are seeing many signs. She gave me a video about how the rivers are running red up there in Toronto. There's been like flooding all over the place in Iran, in Iraq, and stuff like that. Earthquakes are happening all over the place. Every time I put in earthquake, man, I see another state or another country or many countries earthquakes right now. There are earthquakes happening right now. There are floods are happening right now. Volcano eruptions are happening right about now. They are saying that Yellowstone right now is getting active. The Yellowstone volcano is very active and stuff like that. And I got this, and like we are really up. Yeah, man, we are really in. Hey, girl, here she go. Come here. You know she had to come through. Yeah, it's interesting, man. We are really on a change. We are really seeing change happen amongst us. Hey, Angela Ray. Hey, BBW666. What's going on? Okay, in Raleigh, North Carolina, we're on lockdown today. Nothing to do. Keep them coming. Oh, yeah, Lucky One. I'm definitely going to keep them coming. Yeah, you're right, Road 23. Yup, it's a pole shift that's going on. Yup, a pole shift. I did videos about how the North Pole is shifting. We are really seeing many changes happen on our planet in many more ways than one. And I got to say, man, like it's very interesting, but it's not scary. Because like I told y'all, we've all been waiting for this time to happen. And now I think the reason why a lot of us are so shocked because it's happening in our lifetime. I've always had a feeling we was going to see this in our lifetime. I've had a feeling we were going to see this in our lifetime. We are on the dawn of a new age. This old age is over. This old world is over. Not the planet itself. The planet is going through changes. But you best believe that Mother Nature's letting it be known, hey Rudy J, that she is pissed off. Mother Nature is pissed off. And she is fighting back. She is letting it be known. We are seeing this shift happening on so many levels. Hey, Kurt Washington Jr., peace, brother. Yeah, man, I know you was like, yo, it's a lot of knowledge today, bro. A lot of knowledge. Yeah, I dropped a lot of fire yesterday. I dropped a lot of heat. Like I said, I know some of the videos might be shorter than others, but sometimes when you're doing a video, man, it's really not a whole lot to explain. Because pretty much what I'm doing when I bring those videos, we saw And to my Israelites on that on the channel who is in that Bible, they will tell you this been coming. Now, Israelite family, they've been telling us for a very long time these things are going to start coming. What's up, soul rebels? Yeah, yeah. See, she around. She around. She chilling. She had to make a presence to be known, but she'll be back. She's just over there with the other cat right now. But like I said, I mean, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see this world shift. I'm really excited to see this world shift. I really am. I am really excited to see how this world is shifting. How we are what, you know what I mean? It is a wonderful time to be alive. I'm excited for what is coming down the pipe. I'm excited. I'm joyful. It is a time to rejoice of what's happening. Can you see that, Gene? And there's no time to be afraid. I mean, a video don't have no fear. If we already know that these things are coming, why have any type of fear? Because we already know what's coming down the pipe. But I will say, man, it's going to be a lot of other things. It's going to intensify. What we're seeing right now is going to intensify. Thank you, Angela Ray. Thank you, Angela Ray. Thank you, Angela Ray. The elite has started running to the hills, and I said that the other night. They are running to the hills and the mountains in fear. They know what's coming. They know what time it is. And I looked up what Corona is. The Corona is dealing with the sun. Matter of fact, let me go to my articles. Let me go to my fire. Let me go to my notes. Hey, Margarita. Zaragoza. What's going on, sister? What's going on, sis? Yeah, man, I did a lot of stuff. Hold on, let me see. Where is it? What is this article? Check this out. Have you heard about the solstice ring of fire solar eclipse that's coming in June? Have you heard about the solstice ring of fire solar eclipse that will happen on June 21st? Have you heard about that? Yep, the crown represented the sun rays, while the crown has spokes coming out or up. Now check it out. They said, they said the Ring of Fire annual solar eclipse is a special kind of partial solar eclipse. It occurs when a new moon is furthest away from Earth on this elliptical orbit, basically the opposite of a supermoon. Opposite of supermoon. So it doesn't cover the sun this completely. Solar eclipse glasses, they say, must be worn. I don't think us melanated people need to wear those. You feel me? You know what I mean? When it came to last eclipse, I looked up with my eyes. I'm not blind. You feel me? Yep. And they saying that this ring of fire is so special that the sun will be 99% obscured. So it's almost a total eclipse. Unlike most total eclipses, it is expected to get pretty dark before the ring of fire is visible. And there may be odd animal behavior at some points of light around the moon called Bailey's beads. Yup, was about to say. Oh, hold up a minute. Where's that part? Where was that part? Where was that part? Give me. Oh yeah, check this out. It's called Bailey's Beads. And check this out. They said it might be even possible to glimpse the sun outer atmosphere, the corona, a white hot layer that is usually impossible. I'm gonna read it again. It might be even possible to glimpse the sun outer atmosphere, the corona, a white hot layer that is usually impossible to see. Did y'all just hear what I just heard about corona? The sun's corona, coronavirus. RTBL, hey, what's going on? Did y'all hear what I just read about the sun, the outer atmosphere, the corona, a white hot layer? Mm-hmm. 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 On the sun's corona, a white, yeah. Lucky when I heard about that, you said where corona translates to Kobe. I heard about that. Who had that video? The sun, corona is dealing with the sun. We all have looked this up. What's up, Rashi Holmes? We all have looked this up. I'm looking it up. And I got a question. Doesn't summer start June 21st? Doesn't the summer start June 20th or the 21st? Am I not mistaken? Don't summer start around that time frame? Solar flares. What's up, Quentin Miller? Quentin Miller, you're right. So summer does start June 21st. And that rare solstice ring of fire solar eclipse when the summer begins. Ooh. Melanated people, it's going to be a great summer. What's up, Young Peasy? It's going to be a great hot summer. Y'all going to have to get a lot of sun. 6/20/20, winter solstice, ain't that something? And guess what? Rare solstice is, and they said the rare solstice ring of fire solar eclipse, hey, Black Introvert TV, will happen on June 21st, the day after summer starts. So June starts 2020, 6/20/20. Add 2020. That's 40 plus 6. 40 plus 6. 40 plus 6, that's 46. That means the number 10. Hey, Yolanda. So that means that's the number 10. 2020. You add 40 plus 6. That's 46. 4 plus 6 is 10. Hey, Golden Heart. Exactly. Yeah, CDG. Yup, they're probably going to come up with something to try to distract us around that time in summer. Yeah, you better believe it. You better believe it. They know their time is up. They know what's coming. Yup, Kurt Washington Jr. Yup, the summer solstice is going to be a hot summer. Get plenty of sun. Because I remember the summer like 18 and 19, it was hot. Yeah, so Rebels, I think so too. Hey, Sean, a true believer of the Most High. You said 10. There is a 10 is Sephiroth. Crown is the highest Sephiroth Kether. I'm going to have to look it up, CDG. Can you send me some information on that to my email, CDG, so I can look it up, my brother? Yeah, you dropping some heavy stuff, and I don't want to, you know what I mean, read this stuff, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I definitely want to like look it up, CDG. So you can email me that stuff. I'll like to look that up, CDG. Yo, we are at a great time. Yo, if y'all cannot tell me that this world ain't changing and that these devils are not done, we are really in the midst of this great change that we've always wanted. Our ancestors waited for this day. They, you know what I mean, they knew that they were going to come back. They knew that this day was going to come. I'm excited for this day. Everything around you. I mean, look at all of those videos. Look at all of those videos. Funeral, real fun. Never look at that way. You feel me? If you look at all of the, look at all of the videos, man. Look at all of the videos, man, that I put up yesterday about natural disasters. Did y'all see the rivers of blood in Toronto? When have you, they said it will be earthquakes in diverse places. Croatia hit with an earthquake. New Zealand with an earthquake. Oklahoma had 7 earthquakes. Utah had an earthquake. And they had 160 aftershocks. Nah, send me that nuff. I've been hearing about the cabal lately from many of y'all. Send me information on that. Send me information on that. What's up, Jermaine Johnson? Peace, my brother. Peace, my brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I've been putting in a lot of work, man, because it's been things coming about. And like I said, I'm not bragging, no boasting, man, but I had to be on it yesterday, man. I dropped 17 videos yesterday. I dropped 17 videos yesterday. That was a lot of work being put in, but I wanted to do that. Yeah, Black Introvert TV, we are really in the last days. We are really in the last days of this old wicked system. We are really in the last days, you know what I'm saying, of an old paradigm lies. Now all of the truth is going to be coming about. And I'm going to tell y'all this, and we talked about this before. What's up, Soul Rebels? You feel what I mean? Like I told everybody, man, let President number 45 do his job. Oh, thank you, Quick Miller. Let President number 45 do his job. He's going to be voted back in again. Because I keep telling y'all, he playing both sides of that coin. There's nothing to fear about it. Because he's working both sides. Because little do you know, he could be working on the side of them and also working on the side of us. Hey, Dawes Way. You feel what I'm saying? Don't have any fear of that. Because President number 45, he's bringing them motherfuckers down. Behind the scenes, he is bringing them down. All of this pedophilia is going down. All of that stuff is going to be going down. We are watching devils being taken down left and right. We are watching everything is coming to the forefront. Everything right about now is coming to the forefront. Everything is set in motion. Yeah, President number 45 is gangster for real. Yeah, I don't got no problem with him. I'd rather have somebody like that, you know what I mean, bring the truth and let you know what it is, instead of somebody lying, you know what I mean, lying to your daggone face. You know what I mean, like keep number 45 in office because he's doing his job. He got a job to do. The Trump card has already been pulled. Yup, exactly. You feel me? Hey, Illuminegro, yup, it's been pulled, and guess what? He plays right along with the prophecy. He plays right along with it. So let him do his job. Let him do his fucking job. Because guess what? Behind closed doors, he's going after all of them politicians. Yup, the Trump. Trump is the Trump. He's going after all of them daggone pedophiles, you know what I'm saying, in the political world, even also in Hollywood. And Harvey Weinstein was the tip of the iceberg. Yup. He's the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, you're right, Jermaine Johnson. He no worse than any of the 45 other presidents. Sorry, my dad going shit right there till I start dropping like flies. And Harvey Weinstein, he's the tip of the iceberg. He is the tip of the iceberg. And guess what? Hillary Clinton is going to be going down. And I've also heard your man Obama is going to be going down as well. So there's going to be a domino effect. And watch, you're going to see many more stars of Hollywood. They're going to be outed out by this shit. Politicians, all of this stuff. That's why they say draining the swamp. He is draining the fucking swamp. He draining that damn swamp. I mean, if you ask me, guess what? Has Black America been affected upon this daggone presidency? No. I'm not a supporter, but if you ask me, we ain't hurting. We ain't hurting. Yo, you know what I noticed about this presidency? Most so-called black people, if you check this out, most so-called black people under this president, we're like, all right, okay, we all right, we good, we all right. You feel me? We ain't tripping. Even when it came down to World War III, black folks, we out there making fucking memes. We out there joking. You know what I mean? Black folks, we out there bitch dancing, partying and shit. You feel me? Thank you, CDG. Right. If you look at this presidency, we not hurting. Yo, check this out. A lot of us, we were hurting more under Obama. I don't want to go into political things, but we got to tie into this thing. You feel me? Right. Trump is going to be the last presidency. You feel me? If you ask me, look at so-called black people. We ain't tripping. Up under Obama, it was worse. We caught hell under Obama. I'm not going to go on a political campaign about who to vote for, but no, Up under Obama, we caught fucking hell. Up under Trump, like, yeah, whatever, we cool. We making jokes about World War III, man, whatever. We ain't, you know what I mean? Exactly. When it comes to Trump, like, yeah, whatever. Under Obama, we was like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? But now under Trump, like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. We cool. We chilling. We good. Whatever. Oh, coronavirus, we out there bitch dancing, mask on, making videos and shit. You feel me? We not feeling the energy. Because like I told people, this presidency has woke up a lot of our people. This presidency of this right here, with this prophecy, a lot of us be not afraid. See, the reason why I like him, a part of the prophecy, because what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. At least I'd rather have a motherfucker like that in office to let me know what the hell is going on. You feel me? Because guess what? A lot of black folk, they waking up. You said 45 years of military power to lock up elites. I heard about that, RT Bell. You feel me? We ain't tripping. We ain't tripping none of this. We ain't tripping none of this. Because guess what? He's revealing everything. He talking about the hate queen shit, like hey, you know what I mean? Talking about the fake news and all of the shit. You feel me? He talking about let that man do his fucking job. Yeah, I heard about that, Yolanda. You feel me? Yeah, a lot of them, Alicia, they all going down to them bunkers. But they're taking them all down. That's what I'm saying. Alex Shelby is right. Trump is making people uncomfortable to reveal the walls so got comfortable for us to not know they are our own enemies. Exactly. Yup, it's many wolves. It's many wolves in sheep clothing. Watch the domino effect. I'm willing to bet you, yup, they're going to go after all them pedophiles in there. Thank you, yup. Apex, I said supersize are going to skyrocket during the quarantine. Yup, it's increasing. Didn't we tell that? And I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to call it right now. All of them pedophiles that you seeing, all the wicked ass people, they're going to start going down. A lot of them going to start commit suicide. Watch. Yep, them bunkers ain't going to save them. Yep, them bunkers ain't going to save them. They not going to be safe from them bunkers. Yep, in America, exposing shit fast, breaking the matrix. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Just watch the domino effect. Just watch the domino effect. All of the ones that are on that list, they're going to go after Obama and Hillary Clinton. Watch. All of the ones that were involved in that shit. All of them that were involved in that shit. They're going to start being dropping down. Watch the domino effect. I'm calling it right now. Watch. It's over for them. They are running to the fucking hills. Why do you think all them CEOs are stepping down? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at that. Exactly. Watch the domino. All of them child, you know what I mean? And even guess what? The Vatican. They're going after the Vatican as well. They're going to be going right after the Vatican. You know what I'm saying? The Queen got locked out. The Queen got locked out. You know what I mean? The Vatican, they going after the Vatican as well. Alice Chavez said the island's been exposed. No more children to molest. Good. Yep, Black Introvert TV. Yep, that's why they want him out so bad because his presidency was not financed by anybody. His campaign was not financed by anybody. So now what he's doing, he got to play both sides of the coin. You know, he's a Gemini. He's real crafty. He's a Gemini. Because, right, and it's so funny because, like, when he got elected, black folks, we weren't even tripping. Many of us on here, we was not tripping. We weren't even tripping. We was not tripping at all. We weren't tripping at all. You said the IRS whistleblower the LDS Church as well. What's the LDS Church? I'm Alice Chavez. Hey, Sweet Blue. Yeah, it was mainly white liberals, Black Introvert TV. Oh, the Mormon Church. Oh, they wicked. Oh, they wicked. Thanks for that, Alex Chavez. Yup. Watch. The Mormon Church, the Roman Catholic Church, they all going to be exposed even more. Yup. I've been saying it, Twins 13 Emperors, yup. Follow the trail. Yup. Latter-day Saints, all of them. And I'm going to say this. Them Boule niggas, they going to be exposed. All of them are going to be exposed. Hey, Quasi Buntabi. It's the same as Catholic Church. They all branch. Okay, Alex Chavez. Got you. The Vatican holds all the secrets. Yep, they sure do. Watch, they're going to be exposed on a massive level. The IRS is definitely going to shut down. Are y'all familiar with that Nazareth Act? You're right, Alex Chavez. Yup. Everybody that has played right along with the hands of these devils, for the rest of the masses, they're going to be going down. They are going to be going down. Are y'all? Mm-hmm. You right. Yup. The occupational government. I gotta look into that BBW6. Oh, you mean the Nazareth Act? You mean the Nazareth Act? Are y'all informed on the Nazareth Act? I read this many times. Please look up the Nazareth Act. Yup, the Nazareth Act is some very powerful, deep information that has been hidden. You can't find any the act on Google? No, it's the Nazareth Act is, thank you, I'm Apex. Yup, it's the Nazareth Act. NESARA, the National Economic Security and Reformation Act. The Nazareth. NESARA, the Nazareth, not Nazareth. The Nazareth Act. Are y'all familiar with that? And it's on YouTube. Put in the Nazareth. Are y'all familiar? For real? For real, Sweet Blue? Check it out. The Nazareth Act was signed into law October the 10th, 2000. Yo, do y'all want me to read to y'all again? I guess, Sweet Blue, I guess I've been pumping it up too much. Not pumping it up, but pumping it out there. Some of the Christian YouTubers be talking about it, yup. Even some Caucasian people talking about this thing. I'm surprised they took down the Nazareth Act. Now, should I read it to y'all again? All right, check it out. I'm going to give y'all the brief history. All right, thank you, Black Introvert TV. Sweet Blue, he said it's still up. Well, the Nazareth Act was signed on October the 10th, 2000. And they said, like, on late one evening, March the 9th, it was a written quorum call was hand delivered by the Delta Force personnel and Navy SEALs to 15 members of the U.S. Senate and the U.S. House, who were the sponsors and the co-sponsors of Nazareth. They were they were immediately escorted by the Delta Force and these Navy SEALs to their respective voting chambers, where they passed the National Economic Security and Reformation Act. These 15 members of Congress were the only people lawfully allowed to hold office in accordance with the original 13th Amendment. 13th Amendment and stuff like that, right? Now, they were saying that, remember, if you will, they said the British soldiers destroyed copies of the Titles of Nobility Amendment in the War 1812 because it prevented anyone who had ties to the crown of England. I heard about that, Michael McCullough. I've been hearing about that. Thank you, my brother. Matter of fact, I'm gonna need you to camelback off of what I'm saying. Hold that thought. I heard about that, Michael McCullough. Thank you, my brother. To the crown of England for holding public office. They said Nazareth, the most groundbreaking reformation to sweep not only this country, but the entire planet. History. This act does away with the Federal Reserve Bank, the IRS, the shadow government, and much more. It's representative of the government of our nation, quote unquote, finally subordinated into serving Americans. Now, you know that we are the original Americans. You know that, right? Even Trump even said, y'all built the country. He said that recently. Trump even said, y'all built the country. So you don't think for 1 second it's not going to be affecting us? Let me tell you something with it implements. You know what? Let me get my ass up. Let me get my ass up. Because I'm going to go in for y'all. Y'all already know. Y'all already know I don't fuck around with this shit. Check this out. The Nezareth, listen closely, y'all. Listen. Hey, LaShaw Heyman. They said the Nezareth Act implements the following changes and provides for the following. Zeros out. Listen, zeros out all credit card, mortgage, and other bank debt due to illegal banking and government activities that created and precipitated this debt. This is the Federal Reserve's worst nightmare of a jubilee of forgiveness of debt. Abolishes income tax. It abolishes the IRS. Employees of the IRS will be transferred into the U.S. Treasury National Sales Tax area. Creates a 14% flat rate on non-essential and new items only. They said new items only sales tax revenue for the government. In other words, food and medicine but not be taxed. No items such as old homes. It increases benefits to senior citizens, returns constitutional law to all courts and legal matters, reinstates the original title of nobility amendment. Listen to this. This clause reads, quote unquote, no title of nobility shall be granted by the United States and no person holding any office or profit, trust under them shall without the consent of the Congress except any present emolument, office, or any title, any kind, whatever, from any king, prince, or any foreign, except claim, receive any title of nobility or honor, or shall, without the consent of Congress, accept and retain any present, pension, office, or emolument of any kind whatever from any emperor, king, or foreign power. Such person shall cease to be a citizen of the United States and shall be incapable of holding any office. Now, this would establishes new presidential and congressional elections within 121 days after Nezareth's announcement. The interim government will cancel all national emergencies and return us back to constitutional based law and legal system. Listen to this. Creates a new treasury rainbow currency, which actually backed up by gold, silver, and platinum precious metals, thus ended the bankruptcy of the United States initiated by Franklin Roosevelt in 1933 and the instigation of the Federal Reserve. It monitors elections and prevents illegal action activities of special interest groups. Listen to this one. Forbids the sale of American birth certificate records as chattel property bonds by the U.S. Department of Transportation. Did y'all hear that? I'm not even done. Did y'all hear that? And Jermaine Johnson, don't they look at us as chattel property? Don't they look at so-called black people as chattel property? Look this up. Listen to this. It initiates new treasury bank system in alignment with constitutional law, eliminates the Federal Reserve System. During the transition period, the Federal Reserve will be allowed to operate side by side, restores financial privacy, retains all judges and attorneys in constitutional law, seizes all aggressive U.S. government military actions worldwide, establishes a platform for the United States to lead the world towards peace, releases enormous sums of money for a multitude for humanitarian purposes, and last but not least, enabled the release of over 6,000 patents of suppressed technologies that are being withheld from the public under the guise of national security, including free energy devices, anti-gravity, and sonic healing machines. And guess what? Peep the number. And all of those things, guess what? Those are the 13 things that they wrote. You see the number 13, the 13 colonies, and these are the 13 things that implements in the Nazareth Act. That is the Nazareth Act. You can look this up. I wrote this stuff down, front to back and to cover. That is the Nazareth Act. Right, thank you, C. Right, look, 13. Those are the 13 things that implements in the Nazareth Act. Think about that. Ain't too many black YouTubers talking about this one. Print it up. That's right. Look it up. The Nazareth Act is all is it's on the internet and Google. I saw this years ago. I'm like, man, what is this? What do y'all think about that? Do y'all not see that? Hold up. Let me go back in the vault. This is all new articles right here that I've been writing. No, it's NASRA. NESARA. NESARA. The Nazareth. Thank you, a Black Introvert TV. Hey, Mike from the Stars. Right, you feel what I mean? So what do y'all think about that? Oh, check this out. That was signed October the 10th. And guess when it was supposed to be announced? September the 11th, 2001. They was going to announce that act. Think about that. Look it up. It was to be announced September the 11th. Many of us was in high school at that time. Many of us might have been in college. We were younger when this happened. Yup, 9/11. Come on. It was supposed to be signed into law. As a matter of fact, it's already signed. It's already signed into hidden from the public. It was hidden from us from the public. But see now, man, scary. I'm not scared of that. That's nothing to be afraid of. That's nothing to be afraid of. Here we go. That's right. Because the reason why I say that, because it goes right along. Are y'all familiar with the global currency reset? Thank you, Jermaine Johnson. Thank you, Jermaine Johnson. You remember reading the story a while back? And don't you know about the global currency reset? Do y'all know about that? Dealing with the global currency reset, I've been talking about this a lot lately because I want brothers and sisters to know. Thank you, Karima Shabazz, right? When Dr. York did this books. Yup, Dr. York talked about this. And there's a lot of y'all that came out of Dr. York's camp like be there. Yup, exactly. What's up, B? I knew he was coming down. Yup. Matter of fact, do y'all want me to read the global currency reset once again to y'all? I read the Nazareth Act.
Oh, you just waiting for me to come down or something?
Nah, I was just up. I figured you'd be down. Should I read the global currency reset again? All right, check it out. The global currency reset last happened when nations gathered together to agree upon the global currency system, was in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire. While World War II was going on, leaders from nations around the world decided on a new global currency system. This led to the formation of global organizations like the International Monetary Fund and GATT, which later became the World Trade Organization. The world's allied nations agreed on a fixed currency rate, which was sort of based on a global gold standard. The US dollar was the currency that nations used to back their currency under this agreement. They said the reason for this because the United States was in possession of most of the world's gold supply at this time. America benefited greatly from this new currency system, and the dollar made its way into central banks around the world. In time, we left the fixed rate system. Richard Nixon stopped backing US dollars with gold globally in 1971, which was known as the Nixon shot. Today, all major currencies float on the global market. While some things have changed, we are still on the remnants of the Bretton Woods system. Many central banks still have the dollar in the reserves and remains in high demand today. You good? I'm just waking up. After the 2008 global meltdown, many have speculated that we are going to return to another gold standard. Some believe that there will be another monetary system altogether. Many armchair economists have emerged to claim that some nations may even back their currency values on their resources. The claim is that all currencies will revalue based on the country's assets. This will cause gold to skyrocket as people begin to seek a hedge of protection from depleting currency values. Yup. And they said the global currency reset come as a major conspiracy theory that believes the dollar bill will crash. This theory proclaims that nations around the world will abandon the dollar. As a result, we have started to prepare for a future dollar crash. Listen, men have been saying this. They invest in precious metals, buy foreign currencies, and become preppers and stockpiling food. Listen to that. Precious metals. Haven't we not been talking about investing in the gold and the silver in the precious metals? And now a lot of the countries, they're going to go with their dollar values being backed up by their resources. That's dealing with the global currency reset because they came up with this system back in the day. They came up with this system back in the day in New Hampshire. And that's how all of the money got into the central banks. And don't y'all see right about now with the global reset, now we're going into like digital IDs and stuff like that, the digital currency. And don't y'all see how the global currency reset goes into the Nazareth Act? And the Nazareth Act right here, they said they're going to create a new treasury rainbow currency, which is backed up by gold and silver and platinum precious metals, ended the bankruptcy of the United States initiated by Franklin Roosevelt. Because we got $253 trillion in debt worldwide. And I believe United States is $23 trillion in debt. The banks created the debt. And we are the ones that got to created the debt. That's why they started income tax. So they are the real slaves. They are the real slave master. We're the slave, and we got to pay back the damn debt through the income tax. That's why they canceling out the IRS and the Federal Reserve.
Is how, and since they've been in that since 1933. Since they been in debt since 1933, and that's why they made the Social Security card and the birth certificate. So they thought every time a child is born, their parents sign the birth certificate, which is putting their those numbers on the stock market. So they tried to find out a way to keep the so-called money flowing, and they used that illusion to try to make it seem like America is really a money-making company. I mean, yeah, pretty much corporation. And that's all been a lie.
Yeah.
Because the dollar's not backed up by no currency.
None of that.
So pretty much what he's saying is that all this is an illusion. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, because that's why they say forbids the sale of American birth certificate records as chattel property bonds by the U.S. Department of Transportation.
So therefore, your daggone Social Security card, your birth certificate, it is all on Wall Street, and it's worth, if not millions, close to billions of dollars, where you can pay off all your debts and still have money left over for future generations. That's what he's saying in translation to.
So that means that debt gonna be all are gonna be transferred. That's right.
Yeah, it has to be. But the thing is, that's why Dre Workin was talking about getting your nationality and getting that done so you can get that money back. So you can get everything and state your claim back and start making investments. They've been lying to us the whole time. And not just us as a people, but the whole freaking nation. Or even the Caucasian people. And I say the whole nation, I'm talking about all of us. I'm talking about the whole human and mankind race worldwide.
Yes.
Nationally and internationally when they come over here. So you're dealing with all these lies of sorcery, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is a part of sorcery, which is the illusion, the grand finale of illusion.
Yeah, I said birth certificates are bonded paper.
Exactly. Which is also letting you know that you're on Wall Street.
As chattel property.
So that was a part of the big illusion, and that's what they kept on trying to tell people. It was like an IOU to all the nations that they were so-called borrowing money from, because the United States is a corporation itself that is generated off this illusion called money and credit and so on.
Yolanda Jenkins like, wow, yeah, this is heavy stuff. Go ahead, keep going.
Somebody on here knew why because I saw somebody say why I do. I just wanted to see. I saw
Lou
somebody.
behind Miles, my last name.
How you doing, Luke Miles?
Lou behind Miles.
Rahul Bat. How you doing?
You sure we're not related?
Rahul Bat to you. Because you said why I do, so I just want to say Rahul Bat to you.
This is heavy stuff. Look up the NESARA Act, NESARA Act, the National Economic Security Reformation Act. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you good. I just wanted to just chime in real quick and let them
I'm
know.
going to chime in and go to the bathroom.
Yeah, so heavy stuff. Heavy stuff. Now y'all know what's going on. This is the stuff that we've been talking about. This is the stuff that we've been grand rising to everybody. This is the information that we've been talking about. Trying to let y'all know to invest in gold. You know what I'm saying? This is why we say invest in gold and precious metals. This is why we've been telling everybody on here that this is the time to start doing what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? What's happening is that Dr. Malachi York talked about all of that stuff in his books. Those that are new Wapians on here already know what time it is. But I also want to share something on a spiritual note. On a spiritual note. You know what I'm saying? As far as what's happening worldwide too. Brother Miles also went over to me last night that that Canada, one of the place in Canada has red water, a river or something like that. The water is red. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot. I mean, how can I put it? What we have to realize is that we're shifting in a whole nother ball game. It's not the New World Order. It's the Old World Order. The Old World Order is the Republican order of us. We were on here, and I said that the women need to rise. And I saw a comment from yesterday, and somebody said that that's the problem with us black people. We have the women leading the way. What they don't understand, when I say the black women need to lead the way, or the Moorish women need to lead the way now, we gonna be by her side to make sure we lead this way. But we are the warriors. The men are supposed to be the warriors, and we are also the people that are the rightful owners of this planet, the caretakers of this planet, the custodians. Excuse me. All my Nuwapians and all my Moors that's on here, they know what time it is. All my star children that's on here, or all the star children, I don't like to say mine because I don't own nobody on here. But when I say that, it's like a shout. We know what time it is. The Old Republic is like Star Wars, y'all. This is Star Wars. This is Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? It's our time.
Yeah.
But this time, all the human race is waiting for us, including mankind, know what time it is. They're waiting for us to wake back up. We're the sleeping giants. Worldwide, the planet is calling us. You know what I'm saying?
And this act, go ahead.
And this deals with the whole so-called X-Men that we've been talking about. This is, you know what time it is. This is a beautiful time to be alive. Matter of fact,
it is.
Like I was saying yesterday, it was a source that literally said that.
Tell them, Dion Covington.
That President 45 know who we are. And this brother was sitting in the audience with his fellow Moorish brothers, and they had their pins on, letting them people know that they were Moors. And Trump people pointed them out and literally said out his mouth, "I know who y'all are. I know who you are. Y'all built empires and so on, and I know y'all the original people." He said it to them.
Yep, and he told us. Another group, he said, y'all built the country.
And Trump, and Trump is a high-ranked Mason that's a Knights of Templar. Now, I'm going to tell you this. The real Knights of Templar were the Moors. They actually went on and initiated those Christians into the Knights of Templar. If you don't believe me, it's a book called African Origins of Freemasonry. Get that book, African Origins of Freemasonry. Rahul, back to all my New Nuwapians on here.
Kareem Shabazz.
You know what I'm saying? So we are the original Knights of Templar. Point blank period. So therefore, this is what's going on. It's about to be a serious train changing of the guards. No, I'm telling you, Trump is a high-ranked Mason. Yes, African Origins of Freemasonry. Listen, Trump is a high-ranked Mason, and he told that same source that he said that he was initiated as a Bay. That happened here in Maryland. And that brother that we know specifically is a Moor. I showed y'all what time it is. I showed y'all my documentation. He's about to get his.
Yes, sir. Tell me last name.
He's an L already, y'all. Brandon Miles L. He already got that.
Thank you, bro.
So now, love you too, man. Like, so everybody in here know what time it is.
That's right.
So you got to remember, the name Mason is not just my son. That means that they're sons of Muslims, daughters of Muslims, and sons of Muslims, which you are, Nubian people or black people. The word Muslim means one of peace. We've been a people of peace for a long time. All my Nuwapians on here know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about. Dr. York been teaching this. These are your creations. They are your creation. Not just that, you gotta remember, Yaqub had that big head. He was also this complexion.
The big head scientist?
Yeah.
Yep.
And yes, the Anunnaki already been here. Why y'all think it's this whole goddamn going coronavirus, whatever virus is a goddamn smoke screen.
Big time.
Because don't y'all know that this is something that the brother or our source was telling us that we already knew about. All his Nuwapians already knew. Dr. York was preparing his stupid off rip.
And have you heard about? I mean, cut you off. Have you heard about the solstice ring of fire solar eclipse that's going to be coming? Oh, thank you, Sweetly, for the donation, my sister. There's a rare ring of fire solstice that's going to be happening on June 21st. Don't the summer start on June 21st?
I think so.
Yep,
Don't take my word for you, though.
They said a rare annual solar eclipse, a special kind of solar eclipse. It occurs when a new moon is furthest away from Earth on its elliptical orbit, basically opposite of a supermoon. So it doesn't cover the sun's disk completely. Now they saying get the solar glasses and all that other shit, but they were saying the annual solar eclipse on June 21st, would take place on a narrow path of angularity across Africa and Asia. A ring of fire will be visible at sunrise in the Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Then as higher in the sky spectacle in South Sudan, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Yemen, Oman, Pakistan, India, Tibet, and Taiwan. They said observers will see a ring around the sun for a maximum of about a minute. They said the ring of fire solar eclipse so special that the sun will be 99% obscured. So it's almost a total solar eclipse. Unlike most annual solar eclipses, it is suspected to go pretty dark before the sun ring of fire is visible. It may bring animal behavior at some points of light around the moon called the Bailey's beads. Listen, it might be even possible to glimpse the sun outer atmosphere, the corona, while a white hot layer that is usually impossible to see.
See, and I want to say something about my brothers and sisters that's Nuwapians, all my Israelite people, all my Israelite brothers and sisters that we all know, our brethren on here, everybody that's star children. Another time it's great to be alive is this. Now, those that are Nuwapians on here,
Break it down.
didn't Dr. York say that he was an incarnation of the angel Michael? I'm gonna go into something with this. He said that he was the incarnation of the angel Michael, correct? Because I'm gonna go into something, break it down on what's really about to happen too. Because most of you on here that are Nuwapians, y'all don't even really fool with that new doctrine that they got out, and I know y'all don't because y'all wouldn't be on here. Okay. All right. Now, You know who's the next one to come, right? Y'all know who the next angel to come, because many of you that are Nuwapians been waiting for this other angel to come. And the horn, the trumpet been blown across the globe before. And I know y'all heard, I know for a fact y'all been waiting. I know for the fact that y'all been waiting for that next angel to come, because he wasn't the only thank you, Tan Rich. That's who's coming. And that's what's going to happen. He's going to be revealed this time too. So y'all need to be ready for that. I've been saying this for a long time. Exactly. Because whenever Michael came, Gabriel was around. Whenever Gabriel was around, Michael was there. You know what I'm saying? That's who's coming next. That's why y'all been hearing that trumpet years ago. Y'all was hearing that trumpet. Just like in the movie, what was the name of that movie that had Michael on there when he had to cut his wings off? I forgot the name of the movie. And Gabriel was on it. He blew his horn, and when he heard his horn, Legion. That's right.
Yeah, Legion. Yeah.
Yeah. When they heard this trumpet, that's when Gabriel came. So I'm letting y'all know that trumpet sound that y'all been hearing. And you know he's coming next.
Trumpet.
Okay, and he's gonna be incarnated in human flesh. And many of y'all brothers and sisters on here that's Nuwapian, y'all been waiting for that. Y'all been ones that had left that new doctrine alone, and y'all been waiting for him to come back, because he's an avatar too, one of the 24 elders that was pretty much connected to the mystery school of Poseidon, which is actually the Masonic order or the Masonic lodges. But now the original, all these Masonic lodges have been sold out to the Grand Lodge of England, and also they've been doing ties with the Ku Klux Klan. But it's neither here or there. Even down to the Nuwapian Lodge been sold out since Dr. York been incarcerated. But now there's one more that's coming, that's gonna have him come out that order that y'all been waiting for too. That's coming. I've been doing research on this for a very long time now.
Yes, he has. Yes,
and
he
it's
has.
going to happen, and everything has been accurate. So I'm just letting y'all know Jabril is coming. I'm letting y'all know.
Hey, Crystal Wisdom.
He was telling us what Trump said because they were Moors, okay? Because I might ask what about the other brother was messing up. He's a Moor. He was telling us what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He was letting us know that Trump said that he know who we are and everything else. I'm just going to summarize it so you can understand what's going on. Yeah. So the Legion is here. When you say the Anunnaki, we're talking about intergalactic beings now. We're going into some higher science on that now. They here. And also you gotta understand this. There are also Anunnaki beings that are female too. You know what I'm saying? And then Bill Gates stepped down because he was also connected to Planned Parenthood and some other things. See, there's a lot of stuff going on that's dealing with our awakening right now. The sleeping giants are about to start going through some serious awakening processes. And the thing is, it's not just a Nubian or black thing. It's a worldwide thing, and it's also a human thing, a human phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? So somebody said something about Jabril. I don't know. See, you said, you know, you brothers know, a couple weeks, a statue of Gabriel blowing a trumpet disappeared.
Hold up, was that dealing with over there in Utah?
I don't know.
Hold up a minute, yo. I think they said something of an earthquake happened in Utah, and over there somebody lost his trumpet.
They said that the statue of Gabriel blowing his trumpet disappeared.
What?
So I'm telling y'all, I know what the heck I'm talking about now. I'm gonna have to go over that again. What happened in Maryland with Trump? I'll go over that again. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tell me if Bobby saying about Jabril and that the brother or sister that posted that up just now. You tell me what the heck is going on.
Oof.
You tell me what's going on. Okay?
Hey, Mary Lane.
You tell me what's going on.
Man, this is some heavy stuff.
So now we going into a whole nother ball game if Jabril is coming. And my brothers and sisters that are Nuwapians, you tell me who do Jabril represent and what does he do? If y'all really know, tell them what did he do. What do he do? You know what I'm saying? So it's about to go down.
On the Mormon church, the trumpet fell to the ground on the earthquake. Was that in Utah, Crystal Wisdom?
That's where the Mormons are. That's their headquarters.
That's where the earthquakes are happening in Utah. and they have 160 aftershocks.
I'm trying to tell y'all, they never exactly the new Anunnaki never left. They always been around. They've been coming back and forth to the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Moroni, yup. The angel Moroni trumpet fell from the statue hand. Yup. Thank you, Yasha Israel.
It's coming. He's coming, y'all. He's coming. He listen. The brothers and sisters on here that's Nuwapian. He go by the intergalactic name. His name is Nusku. Nusku is his name. So you know what I'm saying. I remember somebody told me years ago. Dr. York said that even the elite Nuwapians was going to get lied to and get put in falsehood, something of that nature. And a lot of them all with this new doctrine they had, they supposed to kept on holding on to the old doctrine because the old doctrine are the real keys of what's going on now. This is why I was telling a lot of Brother Miles viewers to get Dr. York's old books and get those books and read them because this is what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? This is what's happening now. From his books, it's like it's not a joke of what's going on, y'all. It's not.
Oh, thank you, sweet blue. Appreciate it, my sister.
It's not a joke.
Thank you, my sister, for the donation, sister. Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Utah got destroyed. Have you heard about the matter of fact? Russia was hit with an earthquake, a 7.5 over there in Russia. There's been earthquakes in Utah, Carson City, one in Croatia, one in Russia, a 7.5, and it's flooding in Russia. Wouldn't have you known Russia to have an earthquake? Russia.
What was that place? What happened in Canada with the water you told me about last night?
Oh, it was rivers of matter of fact, in Canada, in Toronto, the river was red. Red Autumn Butterfly. Thank you, my sister, for the video. She sent it to me and I put them out there to y'all about what's going on. The river was totally red.
The Mormon Church is very racist too. They had it's a video that they banned of a God being the angels all being white, and when they came down they were cursed to being black. This is not a lie. You can look it up. It's a Mormon video saying that the black people were cursed, but and it was that one God that came down and made it with all the women. This is their doctrine.
Bunch of bullshit.
And said that when the angels came down here, they turned black and they were cursed. They were trying to say that we fallen angels and all this other crazy stuff, and it's some stuff that I remember seeing years ago, and I just want to share it with y'all on the racism that the Mormons face, and that they've been displaying for a long time. So the Book of Mormon is not even a Book of Mormon. It never even exists. That's a daggone lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who the hell Mormon is. If you ask me, the name Mormon deals with the name demon, or a demon named Mammon. I think that's what it's connected to. Okay, but we're going to get into that another time. But I just wanted to share that with you all so you can know why Utah is getting hit like that too. Okay, this is not a joke. And then when somebody said on here, one of the beloved brethren or sisters on here said that that the statue of Jabril is missing, you just confirmed what I've been telling everybody now. That's who's coming next. That's who's coming next. And the brothers and sisters on here that are Nuwapians, I just want to let y'all know, read up on your holy tablets.
Thank you, Water 9. Yup.
Read up on your holy tablets if you have it, because this is the time to read them tablets again.
It's a great time to be alive.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly. Thank you, Quaz. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been talking about. It's everything you know what I'm saying? I did research for years. You know what I'm saying? And I just started really accepting the Bobby Hemmett teachings like years ago. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot out of me to step out my comfort zone to realize what's going on. So now it's a whole new spectrum, a whole new ball game.
Same thing here. Just like I came out of the nation, and that's still my base, but that's when I went into like the Moors doctrine, the Nuwapian doctrine. I came across Nuwapians like being stuff like that, and yeah, man, I had to start spreading out. Don't just get caught up in one school of thought or one doctrine.
Wow. You see what Brian Campbell said?
You know that in the Utah, the Tamil have been keeping quiet about the ancient Moor temples. They've been looting. They are star temples of Nubian people.
Yep.
Wow.
So therefore, the Mormons been doing that, y'all. I think the Mormons, because Utah is filled with Mormons, so that's what they've been doing.
That's why Utah been getting rocked.
Yeah.
Got the same philosophy as the KKK and other white
That's
supremacy
right.
ideology.
That's
Thank you,
right.
Reginald Burnett.
That's right.
See, this is what I call class right here.
So now we know what's going on. So everything that we've been saying is facts. It's factual, nothing made up.
Yeah, you're right, Top Tens. It's a great time to be alive. All this sin will come to light.
So
Thank you, Matthew.
there have been alignments in the universe, in the galaxies, that's letting us know what's going on. And the word Tamahu, that's another name for Caucasian.
Caucasian.
That Tamahu, that's what a lot of us New Orleans called Caucasian people was the Tamahu. Instead of saying Caucasian or white, because there's no such thing as them being white, because the word white means pure.
Turkey Nancy said he wanted us in the house quarantine so we can't receive information from the sun.
Downloads.
Yep, downloads. I'm going outside every day. I just wish they would stop painting the sky every day. Yeah, you're right, Cherokee Nancy. Utah has a history stored as a DA Vatican. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So Utah behind a lot of our history as well.
Yeah.
I'm learning on here from y'all.
Yeah. I mean,
I see you, Crystal Wizard. Cabral Way, but something more. That's good, brother.
Islam to you more.
The DNA is activated. The time will tell. We all from different star systems. Woo, we having a good stream this morning.
We are from different star systems. Many of us come from Orion. Some of us come from the Sirius Star B A and B system.
Damn.
Andromeda. I'm just naming a few. And I want to say that those Palladians, the original Palladians look like us. Risk, exactly. Some of the real original Palladians look like us. They look like us. The original Palladians. They don't have no blonde hair, blue eyes. The original Palladians were actually Anunnaki scientists. And there was these nomadic, warlike, blonde-haired, blue-eyed beings. I forgot what they were called. They went to Pallades, and they invaded Pallades and took their technology.
Damn.
Right, and they had blonde hair and blue eyes, and they fought those original Palladians and killed them pretty much, and took the technology and went to the Galactic Federation saying that they were Palladians. That's how they came about, and they were pretty much Nordics. I think that's what they were called, Nordics. So that's what happened. They had blonde hair, blue eyes. That's something right there in itself.
The Nordics.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yep. They always made Utah be all orc state. I bet Wyoming, New Hampshire got a lot of hidden articles about us.
So
just like I'm even in the Grand Canyon. I sent that doc. Okay, North, and give me the description, because I know you sent me a couple of them. I've been knocking on videos, so that I definitely want to start finish those things off, because you sent a lot of good information. I don't want to miss out. Ooh, they come in with some fire this morning, you know.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, a lot of this stuff is like now it's time to bring it all out so everybody can know what the hell is going on, because we're going into a whole nother system. And then there's another thing that's going on is wars going on underground that they don't want to tell you about. That's why there's a lot of earthquakes. And a lot of these earthquakes are not started by a heart. It's wars going on underground, because there's underground cities that in the beginning, when President Bush, the son was in office, Dick Cheney was running those underground cities, and they were going to wars with the beings underground as well. Then, a lot of tsunamis are not caused by earthquakes either. It's wars going on underwater with the mermaids, and also the daggone shadow government too. There's a lot of things that they don't want to talk to you about, and I'm just sharing it with you. If you don't believe me, don't take my word, for the truth. Do the research yourself.
He told me the same thing.
Do the research yourself. And that's what Dr. Yoke told a lot of his students. Do your own. Don't believe me. Check it out yourself. That's what he always told people. I'm telling you, and how I know it to be true, because there's a documentary that's on YouTube dealing with mermaids. Yes, right, the Nomos. There's a documentary on YouTube called dealing with the mermaids, called the body of mermaids found, or some stuff I can't remember, but it was on Animal Planet years ago. It was on Animal Planet years ago, and what they did, they took it, they stopped showing that show. Then on here on YouTube, they say
Hey,
you can
Monique.
buy the show. You gotta buy it. Now, if you gotta buy the show, that means that it's true and it's all true. Then to top all of that, the researching team, the researching team was called Noah, okay, or Euphishtim. That's his name. That's his real name. That's his Sumerian name. Euphishtim. But the whole thing is, um, the crew found out it was sonic rate, something like a sonic it's not I forgot, sonar or something, some sort of radar or way of communicating. I apologize, my word stumbling. And they would talk to these mermaids with this type of it's like a telepathy type of sound, and they would respond back to them. You know what I'm saying? So what happened? This government, I want to say the shadow government, confiscated their research and tech and stuff, their research and so on. And what happened? They confiscated all their information, documentation of all of this. And then several years ago, I met a brother. I met a brother whose fiance was from Africa, and she came out to the forefront and told him, and he came back and let me know, like, yo, bro, the mermaids are real, and they in Africa too. Now, if he's saying that they're in Africa also, then you got to also go into the teachings of Ifa and so on, and start realizing that Yemaya was depicted as a mermaid along with Oshun too. So we got to realize this is some real stuff that's going on. Okay. Now, in a lot of in Dr. York's doctrine, he also put down the Nomos slash Anunnaki slash Natiru slash if I didn't mention Anunnaki, but that's what he put in the dashes. There's a lot of stuff going on that they don't even want to talk about.
It's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just bringing it to the forefront on the information I studied over the years to just show and share with you what's going on. That's why I kept on saying get Dr. York's information.
Yeah, she said Antarctica. Yeah, and don't you know that Antarctica kinship down in Antarctica, they lost billions of tons of ice. Dealing with Antarctica right now. Somebody told me, I think it said it's like 70 degrees down there. It's that fucking hot. Caps.
And that's why they gotta keep. That's why you gotta keep the eyes on the sea levels that's rising up. And you want to get the I Am America map too. Get the I Am America map because that's what's going on right now. I Am America map. Look that up. I Am America map. Get that because this is what's going on in this country, and it's also going to show you how the way it's going to look globally because we're going into this planet going to be complete water. If you ever saw the movie Waterworld with Kevin Costner, I recommend if you didn't see it, go see it. Get that movie. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that's going on because you are part reptilian too, and to really go into another level of it, the study of angels. Okay, the study of I Am America map. The study of angels. I'm gonna touch bases on the study of angels. When you say seraphim, that's the holy angels. That means flame-winged serpents. The cherubim were winged serpents, but they were that of a lesser light. They were not the holy ones. The seraphim were the holy ones. Just to let everybody know if you don't know the difference. And I'm gonna go over it one more time. The seraphim, which are the holy angels, were the flame-winged serpents. The cherubim, they were winged serpents, but they were less higher than the seraphim, and they were pretty much not as holy. If you don't believe me, look it up. Okay? Karima. The 24 elders are already here. Me and my queen and brother Mouse was talking about that. They're already here. Okay, they're already here. And the 24 elders are split into not just 12 agreeable and 12 disagreeable, but 12 feminine that are both disagreeable and agreeable, and 12 beings that are male that are 12 that are agreeable and disagreeable. So therefore, we're talking about 6 that's agreeable. We're talking about 6 that's disagreeable. We're talking about 6 agreeable. Agreeable female, 6 agreeable disagreeable male. I'm trying to get my words and my numbers together, but I just woke up, so you gotta, I apologize for that. But just know that it's 24 and it's all adding up to agreeable and disagreeable. They're one side is female, the other side is male. So it's pretty much connecting the twin flame energy. That's what I've been talking about too. The twin flame energy.
So Nephilim, Seraphim, Cherubim,
That's right.
Cherubim, and the Organum.
Yes. Thank you for doing that,
Kaaba.
Kaba. Thank you. But I'm telling you that it's going to come together like this. That these are twin flame energies coming together. That's what the 24 elders are too. So you will know.
You said they have pyramids at the bottom of the ocean taller than the ones in Egypt?
Yeah. Yeah. So it is. That's true. It's true. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a fire stream this morning. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let y'all know that this is what's going on, and you can do the research yourself because I found a YouTube video that showed the 24 elders' wives. Okay, and it was crazy that they all have their wives, like they have wives and so on. And it's like I had to do the math. Like if it's 24, that means it had to be the twin flame energy. Because if you do the numbers and do the math, 24 is the number 6, which is the yin and yang put together, the positive and negative, which is also the masculine, which is the top of the so-called hexagram. That's the masculine, which is fire. The bottom of the hexagram is feminine, which is the water. That means you put them together, you have what? You have the unison between masculine and feminine.
As above, so below.
Exactly. So that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, y'all can look it up yourself.
The balance.
That's the balance. That's the only way, you know what I'm saying? It's going to happen that way. It's the duality of things. That's how the way the planet is. You know what I'm saying? So, otherwise, you know, the rest is our history, not history. You get what I'm saying? So, it's like, it's all there. Yeah, that's what I want to share with y'all. So, I mean, anything else? Anybody else have any more information?
Have you heard about the locust plague once again? Have you heard about the locust plague? What's going on over there in East Africa, in southern India, and even also Iraq and Iran? Have you heard about the locust plague? Since we're talking about the prophecy, are y'all familiar about the locust plague? They check this out. They said the locust plague put millions at risk of food insecurity in 9 countries. Check this out. They said forecasters have warned that millions are at risk of food insecurity in East Africa, the Middle East, and the Indian subcontinent. The desert locusts, which have reached plague proportions due to 2 cyclones for 5 months apart in 2018 and further rain last year, have already munched their way through more than 70,000 hectares of crops in East Africa alone. They said Pakistan saw its entirety harvest decimated by the by the worst plague in 30 years when the devastating insects hit the country. And Saudi Arabia has deployed its field control teams to kill off locusts in estimated of 6,550 hectares as it attempts to limit the damage. They said as defense swarms fly in India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Iran, they said back of strong winds. They also said the UN FAO organization has warned that the situation remains extremely alarming in the Horn of Africa, particularly in Kenya, Ethiopia, Somalia, and Somalia. They said the widespread breeding in progress, the new swarms are starting to form. They said on March 17. They said it represented an unprecedented threat to food security and livelihood at the beginning of the upcoming crop season. They warned that locusts are out of control in Kenya, Ethiopia, war ravaged Yemen, and virus hit Yemen. They said bands of young locusts called hoppers are currently in 3 nations, and with hatching imminent in Iran's provinces. They said what else? This is happening in Pakistan, Ethiopia, all over the place. They said 6,550 insects are damaging millions of crops over there. This is a locust plague.
And where that's located at?
This is located over there in East Africa, India, and in the Middle East. They said it's affecting Kenya, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Yemen, all of those places. 9 countries.
I'm smiling right now because everybody on here that know about this from all y'all on here star seeds, no matter if you're Nubian or from the nation or from the Hebrew Israelites. Now it's time to put all the differences to the side because of what's going on worldwide. Um, it's like this. Those are new opinions on here. Dr. York been already keeping you abreast on those old scrolls and what's really going on, even down to his lectures, right? So everything he's been saying is in the tablets. It's I never read the holy tablets, but a lot of stuff that I say I know is in the tablets. I don't know how and why, but I know it is. Okay. I just smile about it because this is what's going on, and everybody been waiting for this time, and it's happening.
It's happening.
So, well, that virus, not you when I say Brother Miles, but the brother named Miles.
Yeah.
Not is don't that's smoke and mirrors though. Smoke and mirrors because of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna stay on this. We're not gonna go too far fetched into that virus. That virus is a smoke screen.
Big time.
It really is a smoke screen. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the comment that you gave both of us.
Right.
RT Bell.
Do y'all know about the flooding that's over there in Iraq and Iran? There are landslides over there that being flooded, and there was an earthquake over there in Croatia and Turkey, and over there in Carson, and there's flooded over there in northern Iraq. There are landslides over there right now, flooding over there in Iraq and Iran right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It's, somebody else said something. Smart man. Well, when you gotta do the research, because let's be real, a lot of the leaders, a lot of black leaders, and a lot of black YouTubers are not talking about this.
And what you saying as well, they not.
You know,
they not.
It's like boom. You can look at all of this and do the research yourself and find out we're not making this up.
I heard about they said Iraq and Iran, original Black Persian Empire location.
Yes, that you're right. That's true. That's
all
true.
the places where.
Yeah.
Look at Australia. Look what they did to our people, the Aborigines in Australia. They get fucked up. Look at the earthquake in Oklahoma. 7 earthquakes. You don't think our ancestors from Black Wall Street ain't doing that shit?
But I'm gonna also tell you this.
Go ahead. Hey, Jasmine Virgo.
I say that it's a human and mankind thing going on, right? Because some of those of mankind have our blood in them. Some of them don't. You think that look like this are actually our blood. The ones that's coming out to the forefront, that's fighting and teaching and waiting for us to come back into power. They're the ones that's like on your side. Because even the reptilians had a war, had a split, because you had some reptilians that wound up turning good and helping out the human race. This is documented in the teachings of Dr. York too. So we got to realize now, a lot of stuff is going on, and that's transpiring that we don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Guess what?
What's that?
They on my channel.
Yeah.
They want the truth.
Right.
All of our black scholars that we had.
And Brother Miles right on here is right. You know, they are being paid off. A lot of them are being paid off.
Yeah, they are.
A lot of them being paid off to try to...
So-called black leaders?
No. Some of the Caucasian people being paid off to try to teach us and try to wake us up. They're trying to lead us astray, which is true. A lot of them are.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely true.
A lot of them are. Just some of them that really want us to get back in power again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they like to get tired of it. And we are going to reclaim the planet. You know what I'm saying? You know, David Icke. I'm familiar with David Icke.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. York spoke on him in some of his old scrolls. So I'm familiar with him. He's also reptilian too, but we get into that another time. You can't trust none, but you also got to go by be able to read vibrations,
right?
As well, you know what I'm saying?
Woo.
It's a lot of stuff that I want to share soon.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know, one of the things that you can start doing is giving thanks to your ancestors every time you wake up, or the ancestors every time you wake up from your slumber. The next step is to show gratitude that you're able to live again and see the light of the light of the sun. Another thing is you can get libations. Who is this Leap
Lead
Tech?
Tech, yeah, please get rid of Lead Tech, please.
Because he's saying we were crazy and all this other stuff.
Please.
You can get them. Somebody said get them some chips. Somebody laugh out loud.
Oh, she laughed red pill. She laughed.
You know what I'm saying?
All the way from France. Israel Star Shines. Nice. All the way from France. Nice.
So, you know, you can...
Thank you, Amari. Appreciate it.
You know, you can pour libations, too. You know what I'm saying? Some of your ancestors might like some candy. Might like some candy bars or something. You know, do something that shows gratitude and thanks. Because every time a relative passes away, that they become an ancestor in your bloodline, and they become one of your guardian angels. You know, to just give thanks. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I wake up and go to do what I gotta do, you gotta give thanks. So,
yeah,
you know, that's all.
Yep. So yeah, fam, we had another good stream. Get them likes up, y'all. Oh man.
How many?
Right. I know we had a good stream. You got anything else?
All I want to say is that the ancestors are connected to the so-called junk DNA, but the junk DNA is actually angelic DNA too, that they don't want to talk about. I remember years I saw a video about that junk DNA. You know what I'm saying? That junk DNA is angelic DNA, and you got to remember you haven't unlocked it yet. But the way to unlock it is going through some real serious meditations, and listening to high vibrational music. You know, just pretty much eating more healthier than you eating. You know what I'm saying? It's our time to wake up and realize what it's time to do and get things moving. My thing is though, y'all, you showed that they cared. Dr. Yoke had a video on that. You know, we not supposed to spread no hatred. We supposed to keep it real with love and stuff, but at the same time, don't let nobody punk you out though.
Oh hell no. Don't be no punk.
Or your disagreeable side. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta come into grips on what's really going on.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you have gifts that was given to you by the divine. You know what I'm saying? And the divine, know it or not, when you wear as a mole, when you wear that tartar bush, what you call a fez, that tassel represents the umbilical cord to the Most High, and I keep on saying that the umbilical cord is only connected to one specific species, and that is the female. That tassel that the Moors wear, that's considered an umbilical cord. The same thing with those Shriners. That's an umbilical cord that is stapled in Freemasonry. They staple theirs. That's an umbilical cord to the Most High as well. So you ask yourself, who is the Most High? You see what I'm saying? And if you look at the word matrix, it's dealing with the word matriarch as well. So I really want you to understand what I'm saying to everybody on here. You know what I mean? So therefore, the awakening is here. You know what I'm saying? And you also have an X chromosome. Is first. You know what I'm saying? The X chromosome was the first chromosome in all of us. So I really want you to really do the research on that. And this is not a joke. This is not nothing to belittle any of us, as far as the masculine is concerned. We have to give thanks. And also the Eastern Stars. Thank you for saying that, sister. How you doing, sister? I see you traveling too. So just know that I know. You know what I'm saying? And your tassel that you wear as an Eastern Star is the umbilical cord. That go back into the Moorish doctrine. You are a Moabitess, or you do a Moabitess, and you also are a Nubian. That is your crown. You're claiming back what? You're claiming back your queendom, or your queenhood, or your goddesshood. You know what I'm saying? And we have to realize that when you are a Eastern Star and a Mason, you're actually studying Moorish science.
That's it.
That's what you're really studying. And they don't want to tell you. And I want to ask you, sister, where do you hail from? Just you can let me know. You can let us know where you hail from, and I can look it up, and I can tell you, and I assure you some information that you're going to need. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just waiting for her response. What was her name? Was it Lola Beauty?
Yeah, Lilo Beauty.
Lalo Beauty. Okay. Lalo Beauty. I'm just waiting for her response.
Miss Elbow Jones, my uncle was a Mason.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sweet Blue.
Just know, I'm gonna tell her this. Just know I crossed the sands. Sister, I crossed the sands, just letting you know. And also my more. So I'm letting you know that. And as Moors, we don't really need to cross the sands, but go ahead. I'm just waiting for her response.
I'm Scottish writing from Chicago.
Can I tell you? I want her to.
Maybe I want another time.
Yeah, maybe another time about that. I hope you tune back in because
that's gonna be that's gonna be a deeper discussion.
Yeah, there's some things that you're gonna be looking at that like what.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm international, by the way, and all the people, all the brothers I'm with and sisters are with, they Moors. So just letting you know.
I'm working on mine.
We come from that background. You know what I'm saying? We here to bring out the truth. Dr. York did what he did, and we want to go ahead and do what we have to do.
Yep. You still waiting on a response?
Huh? Oh, she already showed. She said she was Scottish right. I hope she tuned back in because there's a lot of information that I'm gonna do.
Yep. So yeah, fam, we going jump off. We had another good stream. We're going to like hour and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
It's been good. Some more information. Like I said, man, like do not be afraid of waiting more videos for the rest of the week. I've already damn near did like 60 videos in 5 days. I've been going strong as hell. I did 17 videos yesterday alone. So I'm definitely going to be going harder over the weekend and stuff like that. I'm definitely going to be bringing more and more content. And like I said, to support the channel, you know what I mean? You know what to do. It's on PayPal, www.paypal.me/bmouse84. What's up?
What was the? It's something I wanted to share with somebody. Real quick. The brother Miles right here.
Yeah, Luwan Miles.
Yeah, Luwan. I'm gonna share something with you. I'm gonna share something really close with you. When it come down to that whole Masonic teachings, it is more science. It's connected to our stuff. One day, as a more, I'll go over that document. Dr. York, that's why he created his lodge. He knew what he wanted. He was ahead of his time. So now, since he created that lodge, and now it's been contaminated because of what happened back in 2002. I love all my Nuwaubian brothers and sisters, but we have to face the facts. Ever since this brother who goes by the name of Damon Pryor, who is also known as Joshua York. Okay? Joshua York took over the whole Nuwaubian school, and now he's in Africa somewhere. He's also an informant. He also played a part in the R. Kelly first trial with that little girl. If you don't believe me, look it up. Okay? So what I'm saying is this. When it comes down to these ancient teachings, it was never evil. Dr. York wasn't teaching that. You see what I'm saying? And truth be told, you are the original builders. But sometimes you got to go back into that school and get it done and start teaching the right way so you can claim it back and let everybody know this is your birthright. What I'm saying is I'm a Moor from the Moor Science Temple. You know what I'm saying? So real talk. Exactly. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. It's not. So don't try to don't believe the hype. They don't want you going back into your stuff first and
Right.
foremost. They don't want you to claim your birthright.
Yep. My uncle was a Mason. I told him, I said, Mason is.
You know, exactly. So you take back your birthright because you're here to do what you came here to do. You came here to do a serious job. Exactly. Dark is the light. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, we gotta wake up and realize this is not exactly.
Thank you, CDG.
Thank you. Because honestly, the Baphomet is our shit. That's the complete man. I mean, that's above, so below. So we gotta realize this is real stuff.
Spring from Massachusetts, a black community called Mason Square.
So, you know what I'm saying? All this information that I'm talking about is dealing with the star children too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they say gonna start this over. Yep.
You know what I mean? So this just know that this information
Yep.
is high on the galaxy, planetary alignments. This is also taught you. This is what I'm trying to tell you. The original Masonic Lodge, the Mystery School of Poseidon, is where the Star Children actually met. I know. That's where they actually met. And that's where you will find your soulmate, twin flame, and so on. And you will practice the arcane arts. What is the arcane arts, you ask me, before we even go? The arcane arts is the occult knowledge that we're bringing to you. And you will use it this when I hear stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm very passionate when I teach this. So now, all this stuff dealing with the Star Children and the occult stuff, guess what? It came out the Moorish doctrine, which is the adept chamber of the Moors. They had to when the Moors were fighting each other during those times. Chief Reef, I know that's dealing with the complete man. That's pretty much both masculine and feminine.
Appreciate it, sis.
That's both masculine and feminine. I know about that. That's why. But the same thing is that flame at the top of it. That's dealing with your crown chakra. That's when you're going through that awakening process. That's also was the symbol for the Knights of Templar, who were the Moors. Don't believe me? That's why I said look up the book, African Origins of Freemasonry. Get that book. Educate yourself so you can see what we're talking about dealing with the bloodlines and what's really going on.
Right.
There's stuff going on. Did y'all even know that the people of Libya, when Gaddafi was killed, you know they enslaved black Libyans? You know why? Because of the royal bloodline. The royal bloodline that is connected to the Empress Sheba III that I've been telling y'all about, which is also connected to the Star Children, which is dealing with all the daggone pyramids on this planet. Which is that, and you know that we're intergalactic, which is also connected to the Anunnaki, which is connected to the Andromedans, which is connected to the daggone Palladians, or the star system of Pallades. The star system of Pallades is also called the 7 sisters of Hat Haru. Who's Hat Haru? That's Hathor, who is the sister and wife of Haru. And Ifa Hat Haru is none other than Oshun herself. I will leave it that. I'll leave it as that.
You don't want to give him too much.
I don't want to give him too much.
You don't want to give him too
You
much.
got me going into my daggone zone to give that breakdown so y'all be like,
Right.
God damn.
Yeah, you don't want to hit them. Yeah,
Hit 'em hard,
Yeah,
you know
you don't
what
hit
I'm
them
saying?
too hard. Yeah, because some of them say they gotta watch this over. So
Yeah.
not cutting them off, but yeah, fam, it's a lot of I meditate on, a lot of stuff right there, a lot of information. So appreciate it for the donations. I'm Sweet Blue. We want to say thank you for that $166 up on the stream. Thank you for the support. So fam, we definitely going to be coming back. You know, he was going off for a minute, but we don't want to feed y'all too much. We don't want to feed y'all too much.
That daggone light bulb like ding,
Yeah.
like, and that bell was like ding. Let me go
Right.
ahead. Dum.
So yep. So
You
fam,
know.
we're gonna jump off here for a little while because we definitely gonna be taking care of something later. So peace, love, and light, y'all. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the following. Keep it up. And I got more articles I'm going to be coming over next coming days. So y'all stay up, all right? Peace.